This is my new MOVCAN V40. Now this product was a gift sent over by the company, but this is one of their newest bikes. So I have a couple different models by MOVCAN. This is the V40. This is a 48 volt system, 25 amp hours, 1500 watt motor. And so this is one of the first ones because it's only been out for I think roughly 16 days at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, show you everything that comes with it. We're gonna assemble it and give you some more facts and figures about the bike. All right, first impressions right here. Oh, nice. All right, so I'm seeing Supermoto tires. Really like the orange rims, which I'm not big on accessories like that, like really showing off kind of parts of the bike, but I think it works well and it looks good with the logo. So I don't know why I'm fascinated with seeing the bike in the packaging like this, but I am. Here's everything, pretty standard: front tire, front fender, kickstand, bike pump, pedals, charger, toolkit. This is everything you get with it. Again, it's one of those nice upgraded toolkits. The charger itself is 54.6 volts, 3 amps. So it's a 3 amp charger, so that's pretty nice. User manual, tires, keys, and the battery. I've already removed the battery because I want to put that charging while I'm doing the build to make sure it's at full capacity whenever I test it. Now, I did want to say the instruction manual does not have the steps to put this together. It is 90% put together, so it's super easy. Just front tire, handlebars, the rear plate, and the kickstand. Oh, and pedals. So it shouldn't be too hard of a build, but I'm going to go through the steps just so that you have it piece by piece. Kickstand is threaded on this side, so you're going to want to put it on the back side of this plate and then screw it through. Then also you have your lock and nut that goes on the back side. To do the front tire, we have to first do a little prep. So we're going to unscrew this screw right here, or this nut, and take off this washer and this keeper. Now this little angle keeper, that is a very important part. That grips on a little spot right there to keep the axle in place. Pull this out, and this is a little wedge keeper for our hydraulic brakes. So you want to pull that out, make sure you don't touch the brake handles because you want to make sure that these are open. These are two 8mm screws that are right here. You just unscrew them, and then it goes right on the metal bracket under the seat. Now you want to make sure you check the seat under here because there are two 10mm nuts that are loose, and you see that because the seat's not lined up perfect. See, there we go. That's where it needs to be. And it just so happened mine were loose, so I realigned it. I'm going to tighten up the seat, and then I'll tighten up the taillight. For the pedals, always take a second to really stress the importance of reading the labels. This is very, very important. They don't just go on any side. Not only does the right go on the right side and the left goes on the left side, but they're opposite. So you can see they turn different ways. So when you put these on, you don't want to mess up your threads. Make sure that the right goes on the right side. And if your sticker's missing, it's always printed on the little threaded piece right here. So you can see it says R, that's the right side. Tells you multiple times the direction. It goes this way. So this one goes clockwise like that. And then the left one is actually going to go the other way. So we'll just screw this on and take our wrench and make sure you have it real tight. And then we'll do the other side. All right, so this handlebar system is something I've never seen before. This is a direct mounting system to the suspension. Your front forks are actually holding the handlebars. So the pipes just go right in like that instead of mounting to the stem. The stem is only holding your display. So once we get these in here, you want to tighten these two screws and then line up the display connector. So you can see it goes right there. Push that in, and now everything's done. So I'm going to tighten that up, and then also, oh, the side markers. So the blinkers right here, the nut is on the cable. You just put it on there, tighten it up. The battery. So the battery is on this slide system, which I have another battery that's how it works. It's great. It locks in through a pinhole at the top, which works here with the key. And all you do is put your key in, push, and turn it twice. So you can see I just did it one time, turn it again. Okay, so you turn it once, push in, and that unlocks it. So that's how you keep it locked into place on the track. And so you want to make sure it's open, and then you just slide it on. Again, track system here. You want to line that bottom up with the top. Then slide the battery all the way down. Once it's connected here, take your key and put it in the lock the lock position, or it says on, in the on position. And so now the battery's mounted, we should be able to turn everything on. Now that the battery's locked in, we can turn our bike on. So you have two sets of keys. One key is the ignition, the other key is for the battery. Just to go over the handlebars real quick, you have the half twist throttle. So it's not a full handlebar, full twist, it's half twist, but it still works like a regular throttle. Here's your Shimano gear shifter, then your screen. Now your screen has a hidden phone port. If you tilt it up, you can see it's right here. USB Type-C. Really cool. I've never had a bike that had that before. And again, handlebars are direct mount to the suspension. Over here is your plus and minus to shift, power button, light switch, signals, which again are detached, they're not inside of the headlight, and then your horn. Almost forgot the brakes. Logan hydraulic brakes. That's a huge upgrade to most e-bikes. And this is your front brake is on the left and your rear brake is on the right. Power it up for the first time. Go ahead, turn your switch on, and that'll turn the halo on and your rear light. Then you press the power button to turn on the rest of the bike. So you can see it powers up, and then we start in gear 1. If you go down, it'll go to 0, which would be pedal only. It'll turn the pedal assist off. But if you go up all the way to the top, then you can get to that max speed in the 5th gear. Right here, it has your total odometer, then your trip odometer, and then if you press this once, it'll show the average speed. Press it again, it'll show what max speed you hit. Again, here's your battery meter. Speedometer is going to be right here. It says it's ready to go. So probably if I tilt it, there you go. So you can hear it take off. Top speed, let's go ahead and check it out. 35. So we hit 35 right off, right at the start. So definitely go that 35, depending on who's riding it. All right, all put together, this is the MOVCAN V40. Again, this is an amazing bike. Now that I've seen it all together, it really has the look of a street bike or a supermoto versus the V30, which has more of a cafe racer style. So I do like the look of this now that I'm seeing it in person and have it all together. Some of the great features about it is the blinkers. So it has the external blinkers that flex. So you got right and left blinkers on the front and the back. I like that. None of my bikes have that. They all have the one built into the light here. It has a nice big seat that's ribbed, super soft, nice and comfortable. Lots of places to mount different accessories if I want to put some other accessories on here, like a phone holder or something like that, tool bag. Also, dual hydraulic brakes, that's a big plus. Hydraulic brakes is almost a must on an electric bike versus the regular disc brakes. Then it has dual suspension, front suspension, rear suspension. Again, the motor is a 1500 watt motor, 48 volt, 25 amp hour. As far as range, I haven't tested that, but the company's claiming that you're going to get about 37 miles on pure electric, which is just the throttle, and close to 80 on pedal assist. So that's something that I'm going to have to find out. But I think this is just an amazing build with the sliding pack. That way you can fit more instead of having dual batteries, and the look of it being like a supermoto. Oh, as far as I didn't talk about weight and height and stuff. So I'm 5'7", 180 pounds. The max weight and height on this is going to be 330 pounds, and the height range says 5'6" to 6'3". But again, I'm 5'7", and you can see how it fits me. I think it's fits really well. And if you scoot back a little bit, you kind of get a little bit more of that, street bike feel to it. If you sit up, then it has kind of more of like a regular sit-up e-bike feel to it. But I really like this build. I'm super excited and pumped to go ride this around, especially with the cool rims, the orange rims. That's something that is kind of growing on me more and more. I think it's really going to turn some heads, and people are really going to pay attention when they see that going down the street. Now, I think I've pretty much covered everything, how to start it, all the features on the controls, the battery, the motor, everything. Overall, I think this is going to be a great bike to ride. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun on this, whether I'm taking my kids out for a ride, or if I'm going actually run some errands and stuff, because I've been going to the grocery store on e-bikes. So going to the grocery store, or just having a quick ride with some of my friends.